Hi, welcome to the Portico Library. Built in 1806, we'll show you a little bit about what we do. What we do, we use every inch of the space. If you look here, we have pop-up exhibitions on the shelves, on the lower shelves, and in the alcoves here. The one that we've got at the moment is to commemorate the 30th anniversary of anti-apartheid movement. Hi, my name is Carol Ann Whitehead and I'm Heritage Operations and Chief of Staff here at the Portico Library. I'm also Chair of the Public Programming Committee, and I became part of the team because before that I was a trustee for 2.5 years and had the pleasure of working with the team and the rest of the trustees to go for the Heritage Lottery Fund that we are now working on. The current exhibition that we have is Echoes, China and Hong Kong, and that goes around our cafe space. Every 12 weeks or so, 12 to 8 weeks or so, we have a key exhibition, and we have that around the edge, and we deinstall one and we reinstall the other one. And this particular one is the Voicing the Collection, which we launched on Lunar New Year this year. Most of our exhibitions, we like them to be interactive and where people can put their comments and we have a look at that, because it's a great data capture to see what people like to see their comments on the exhibitions. Can I just say that I mentioned we opened in 1806. This is the oldest cafe in Manchester because, of course, when the members came together to actually build the library, they had the Portico kitchen installed, and this is the oldest cafe in Manchester, so please do come between 11:30 and 2 and have a lovely soup, either cheese on toast or anything, and some cake as well.
Taking a seat.
Yeah, do that.
You're relaxing. I'm micing you up, and then next you're just introducing yourself, what you do here and what you like.
I'm Joe Fenn. I'm the kitchen manager at the Portico Library, which means I manage Manchester's oldest lunch spot, serving homemade food 6 days a week, soup, sandwiches, cakes, scones, and I also run our food culture programme, so that's reading groups, writing groups, secret supper clubs, food history events. I've been here 7 years. I've seen the library change a lot over that time, and I've done a lot of interesting stuff as well, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the future, to expand what we do and to intertwine the Portico kitchen with the Portico Library. So that means applying the Portico's principles of creativity and curiosity to food in one of England's culinary hotspots.
Have we got messages out that's close to the public?
We can do that today.
Yeah.
We've got Tom and Rebel meeting in the cafe at 2.
One of the things people see when they actually come to the Portico Library is they have a look at our books, and you'll see on the books, we ask people not to touch the books or take them off the shelves. You'll see these little white tabs. I call them their little plasters, and these things are to keep the books together because they're so old. A lot of the books go back 450 years. We've got 25,000 books that go back 450 years, and some of them, the poor things, are in a bit of disarray. So what we have to do is put these white tabs around the books to keep the spine together. And we have Jim and Tim, our excellent restoration team, that look at the books to actually work and put them together. And we have what we call an adopt a book scheme. It's one of my favourite things. And when they have been restored, this is what they look like. So I'll take one down. Spine, see how the spine is been done properly, and the front of it as well. And then inside you have a little commemorative plaque which tells you everything. And a doctor book plaque.
I absolutely love the different kinds of events that we put on at the Portico Library, particularly when they're doing something different like we're trying to do at the moment. So we've had storytelling. Last night we had something called The Unbuilt Room, which was all about the Portico, which was an immersive story in which all the audience took apart and made decisions about where they went to. And I absolutely love the fact that it also included the terrible librarian's office, the fact that it's a tiny room and there's a trapdoor in the ceiling and you put a ladder down and you go up there. And in the story there was a cog, and the cog turned back time. It was so cool. I really enjoyed it.
This is the real behind the scenes stuff. This is the attic, and this is just above the Portico entrance. And that's the reason why we're called the Portico. And not many people get to see behind the scenes here. We've got some of our archive up here, got our plans chest. It's a bit messy, but we're fixing that. We've got all of our stuff for all the different types of events that we do. But the real special thing here is actually the clock. So when people come into the library, they see the clock at the top. And that clock used to be wound by the scientist John Dalton, and it's the responsibility of the library staff now to continue to wind it. And when the clocks change, you've got to go up here, pull open the old door, and that is the actual mechanism that John Dalton used to wind. So each year, twice a year, we have to go and turn those cogs around that way, and that's how we change the time. So you might recognize this room from Salvage Hunters, where they came in and looked at all the amazing treasures that we've got in here, as well as some of the artifacts. What I would say is that the real treasures are our own archive, and you can see those in our plans chest just here, which contains these amazing original drawings of the library, which was designed by Thomas Harrison back in 1806. This is our Joseph Sunlight archive, and you can see some of the amazing pictures that, that we have in the archive here that we will be using as part of our Reunited program as we move on to 3 floors rather than just this one small floor. So what do you want from me? My name is Dr. Tom Keep, and I am the librarian at the Portico Library, which is the chief executive role. And I've been here for about a decade, and what I love about the Portico is all the amazing things that go on at the same time. So we do exhibitions, we do events, we've got an amazing cafe, we do historical research, we've got a quiet space to read. It's an amazing space within an amazing venue, and yeah, there's very few places like it in the world.
So this building's on the first floor. In 1806 we had the whole building, but in the First World War a lot of the members and a lot of their heirs passed away. So they decanted upstairs, filled in the middle bit because this had glass in it so you could see the dome as you entered from downstairs, and everything came upstairs and they rented it downstairs, the Bank of Athens. 100 years on now, it's a pub and restaurant, and we're going to actually bring that all together. But back in 1806, this was kind of like a balcony walkway, and we've kind of kept that feel. We've kept this, and we've kept that feel. So it'll be fantastic when we work with the Reunited project to open this out again, and when you come through the columns downstairs, everyone will be able to access through the main columns downstairs, and when they walk in they'll see a glass piece in the ceiling, and from there they will be able to see our beautiful dome.
Hello, I'm Ruth Estevez and I'm the project coordinator of the Portico Sadie Massey Awards, which are our young people's reading and writing awards for 7 to 18-year-olds. We also run workshops in schools, creative writing workshops, and in the Portico Library as well. And we love working with other organisations in the city.
I'm not going to lie, I do love a card index. And card index here, we've got all the different subjects that originally that they had when they built the actual building. So we've got Voyages and Travels, Biography, Tasmanian and different areas, German and Drama, Coal. And one of the things we've got on the top, we've got Polite Literature. There are many questions that people ask when they come into the library. What does polite literature mean? Well, if you've watched any kind of period drama and you see them going to either a dance or a ball, or they're just come to dinner and they're all having a chit-chat in the area, different areas, a drawing room and so on. They talk about different subjects. And it's like networking today. It's about what the key subjects are that are popular, and that's what polite literature are.
My all-time favourite job is looking after weddings. So we're a historic venue and there's nothing more beautiful than when the library is dressed for a wedding. And we've got 11 weddings this year and every single one is different. And the girls that work with me, it's not like a job, it's an actual wonderful fun day. But you know, everyone is special to each and every individual. We've had elopement weddings where we've been the witnesses. We've had small weddings where we provided an afternoon tea. We've had a goth wedding where it was all in black, and we actually had a school's head in here. And you get married in here in the reading room, and then we do a drinks reception under the dome before you carry on until your next venue where you normally would have a sit-down meal.
Some members sit here in the sunshine and read some of the books of the week or the books of the month. And to make a point, look how thick this wall is. But you're not a member yet, so you can't come into this room. Sorry about that.